guys, my name is Grace. I'm one of the Adult Services Librarians here at the Grandview Heights Public Library, and I'm here for our weekly Wednesday book talk. We're here every Wednesday to talk about some titles from our collection that we think you'll enjoy. And we also offer book talks for other ages, so if you're looking for something for kids, head over to our Youth Services Facebook page. We've got book talks there for all ages, birth all the way through high school. I'm going to dive right in, and this is Ella. She wanted to join me today. She's not feeling great, so she wanted a lap to sit on. The first book we have is Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman. And this, like a lot of his stuff, is a fantasy title. It's beautifully written, really clever and creative. You've got Richard Mayhew, the main character, who discovers this young woman named Dor. She's sort of bleeding in the street, and he rescues her, takes her back to his apartment, and they realize that she's being chased by assassins. They go on the run through her world, which is called London Below. It's sort of this magical, dark world that's literally below the streets of London. You're running through, sewers and magical tunnels and secret, gathering places. You've got monsters and angels, good guys and bad guys. And it's just beautifully written, really clever and creative. It's actually narrated by him. If you enjoy an audiobook, he reads it, so very well performed. He's got a great speaking voice, so if you like an audiobook, I would highly recommend this one. I listened to it in addition to reading it. Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman, always a great selection from him. The next book that I have is called Behind Closed Doors by B.A. Paris. I'm going to right off the bat throw out a content warning on this one. It's got some violence, specifically some domestic violence. So if that's not your thing, I totally understand. But it's been compared to like Gillian Flynn's Gone Girl or some of her other titles where it's that sort of dark thriller. So if you like a page turner and you're not put off by some of the violent elements, I highly recommend this one. She has some other great titles as well, but this is the first one of hers that I read and probably my favorite. You've got this couple, Jack and Grace, and they seem to have the perfect life, but something dark and sinister is sort of around the corner. Things aren't as great as they seem. So a really great thriller. This one you'll fly right through. It was really, really good. And the last title that I have for this week, Hidden Valley Road by Robert Kolker. This is a nonfiction title. It was an Oprah pick last year, so it's definitely been kind of all over the place. And if you haven't read it yet, I suggest that you pick it up right away. It's a nonfiction title, but it reads more like a novel. It's really well written. It's got a lot going on. I think that really helps keep it moving. You've got the Galvin family featured here on the cover. Don and Mimi have 12 kids, 2 girls and 10 boys. And of those 10 boys, 6 end up diagnosed with schizophrenia. But every single person, it manifests differently for them. So they don't all realize kind of what's happening at first, and some really tragic things happen, but it's a really interesting story, and there's some really interesting insight into the science behind mental illness and sort of the ways that we've learned to assist people that are struggling over the years since the diagnoses and their lives traverse such a long period in American history. So Hidden Valley Road, really great book, really great story. If you're not a nonfiction fan, this would be a great way to sort of step into that genre without feeling like it. So highly recommend that one. All right, those are our books for this week. We'll be back next week with a couple more titles that we think you'll enjoy. If you're looking for specific recommendations for you, we do have a feature on our website called Discover Your Next Read, where we'll ask some questions about stuff you've enjoyed, stuff you didn't, and make some recommendations just for you. We're also open for limited browsing indoors, so if you'd like to come see us, we're here 6 days a week. You can call the library with any questions or if you need help finding a good book, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Bye.